Hi, this is Katie. In today's video, I'm gonna do a good old-fashioned Q&A for you guys. I asked you to ask me questions on my Instagram. My Instagram is just Katie Carney. If you don't follow me over there, go do that. Why wouldn't you? It's super fun over there. I do a lot of like live streams and I post a lot on my Instagram stories. And so yeah, if you want to be kind of included in certain things in terms of like Q&As, or if you want to just go see more content of me, go follow my Instagram. But yeah, so I asked you guys if you had any questions for me this morning, and quite a few of you guys responded. So I'm just gonna read some, answer some, and let's just get started. So Haley asked, if you were going to permanently live somewhere, where would it be? And so that's such like a hard question for me because you guys know I love being on the road so much, but places that I could kind of see myself full-time or more full-time than I am now are places like Nashville, which is where I am right now, Bozeman, Montana, which I love, and LA. Those are probably the top three. So someone asked, if you were to travel internationally, what place would be at the top of your list? Honestly, it's so interesting because so many people, like I'm from America, and so many people here have such a strong desire to travel internationally, and I just don't have that as much as a lot of other people I know. I have more of a desire to travel within the States, but going out of the country, I feel like my top few places would be like New Zealand and Australia. I would really like to go see those places, and maybe certain like, I don't know, maybe like the Philippines, places kind of like in that area. Yeah, I don't know. Cause then, oh, someone else asked, do you plan to travel to Europe? And even like a bunch of YouTubers I watch are over in Europe, but I just don't have the strongest desire to go. I don't know why. I really honestly don't know why. I'm sure it's insanely beautiful. I'm sure the people are wonderful. The food is probably amazing. I get that. I just, for some reason, right this second at this point in my life, don't have the strongest desire to go over to Europe. But I feel like if I did, I would probably just kind of want to go to like the typical spots. Like London would be cool, Paris, Barcelona, Italy. Like I have some family in Italy. But yeah, I just don't have such a strong desire to go there as much as I do like going back to Yellowstone or something, you know what I mean? And I'm sure that one day I will definitely get over to other continents and other countries. I just like, I don't know, I just haven't had like the strongest desire yet. I don't know. I think America has so many beautiful sites. So do obviously tons of other countries, but I've just kind of been traveling around America to see those sites first. And then, you know, whenever I have that strong desire, then I'll go see other places. I just haven't had it yet. So Devin, my friend, asked, what's your favorite creative outlet? That is really interesting. I would probably say YouTube. It used to be writing. I used to write a lot, edit and proofread and do all that kind of, I used to have blogs and stuff like that. I used to really like writing. I haven't done that in a while, but stay tuned because I might be having some writing stuff coming up, just letting you know. But yeah, I also used to paint a lot and draw and stuff. I used to love arts just in general, and knitting and crocheting. But I feel like right now, my favorite creative outlet is YouTube for sure. But I also really do like, I don't know, I've enjoyed so many things. I think it just kind of, you know, depends on my mood. But I think for right now, YouTube. Katie, but spelled K-A-Y-D-E-E. Is that how you really spell your name? That's cool. Asked, do you ever get lonely on the road and how do you combat it? If so. So I've talked about this so many times. I get lonely like quite often when I'm on the road because I'm generally on the road by myself. And kind of the quick and easy ways that I combat it are that I talk to my friends, I'll call my family, I'll talk to people on the phone, or I'll be texting some of my friends, my family, just to stay in contact because I am an extrovert. And also I just, with like my mental health issues, with my depression and everything, I do feel a little bit better when I'm talking to people and in contact with people. And so I will talk to my friends on the phone or through text or through Instagram or something like that. But also I try to meet as many people as possible. So while I'm driving, it's a little bit different. But when I'm in like a new city or a new state or in, you know, a place that I've even been, I just hang out with people as often as possible. And a lot of times I do meet people through dating sites, but it's like, hey, maybe we can also be friends. Like maybe we can go on a date, but like maybe we can be friends. But then also just in places, like I do know several people in different places all over the country. And so I just try to hang out with people as much as I can because I do prefer being around people. So driving alone a lot is not like, it doesn't, I don't know, it's not the best all the time. Sometimes I'm totally fine, but I really do like hanging around people. And so I know there are also definitely sites where you can just make friends or do meetup things and stuff like that, or church, you know? And so there are definitely ways to meet people. And I do that as much as possible just because I'd rather be around people than be alone all the time. This person, I think her name is Destiny. Yeah, Destiny asked, if you had to get a new car to live in, are there any particular features you would choose? I think that's a great question. And so right now I have a Toyota Yaris. I've had this car. This is the only car I've actually ever had, and I purchased it before I ever started traveling. But some of the things that I really like about this car in terms of traveling and going on road trips are that it gets great gas mileage. It's very small. I like that it's compact, so it's super easy to drive. It's super easy to park. And it's kind of like, like, it's like a quiet car. Like, it's not noticeable, you know what I mean? And it also has a lot of storage. Even for being a small car, it has a lot of storage. And so I like all those features. And it wasn't very, very expensive, but I did buy it new. I think if you're going to go on a lot of road trips, if you're going to live in your car and travel a lot, I would suggest buying a new car, or as new as possible, just because you know what you're getting into. If you're buying a used car, you might not exactly know what you're getting into. You might not know what upkeep it's going to need. But I bought this car brand new, and if you really just, you know, do the upkeep when you have to, cars, especially certain like Toyotas, can last for a really long time. The only other car that I would really consider getting if/when this car ends up not working out anymore, I would definitely consider getting another Toyota, or I would consider getting a Subaru. My dad has a Subaru. I know a few people who've had Subarus, and I know that they're like just great for traveling. They're also, depending on the car, obviously, have a little bit more space for sleeping. I'm pretty short. I'm only 5'2½", and so staying in a car that's this small is totally fine for me. But if I want a little bit more room, or is going to be traveling with more people more often, I would consider getting a little bit bigger of a car. But it honestly just depends what you want, because I know a lot of people all the time, you guys, I used to get this question constantly. It's like, why don't you have a van? You should get a van. Why don't you have a truck? You should get a bigger car. I'm good in this car. I don't own a lot of stuff. And again, I'm pretty small. And so in a little Toyota, I'm good. But it just kind of depends what you want. Some people, you might want a bathroom. So you might really want an RV. You might want a kitchen. You might want something just with more storage or more space for you to sleep, or something like, I know someone who has a Honda Element, I think, which I don't think they make those anymore, but you can like fold all the seats down and sleep completely comfortable. Like, you can fit a queen size mattress in the back, you know? And so I know people also like who have pickup trucks, but they have like the top over the back. And so you could literally put a mattress back there. It just really depends on what your priorities are. But mine are more about, I like having a smaller car because I like the ability to park easier. I like good gas mileage, and I like reliable cars. And I have always trusted this Toyota. My family has had a lot of Toyotas, and they've always been great, mostly at least, and they last for a really long time. I have 200,000 miles on my car now, and it's still, knock on wood, going strong. So I look for like reliability and some storage, obviously, and where I just feel safe and comfortable. So it's just different for everyone. But like, I'm not looking for something bigger and fancier. That's just not what I'm looking for right now. Yeah, so I like my little Toyota for sure. So someone asked how you're feeling. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that not only do I have mental illnesses, but I've also been physically sick. I'm actually just getting over pneumonia right now. And my mental health, without making this into a crazy long mental health video, has not been good. It just really, really hasn't. That's honestly part of the reason I'm doing a Q&A, because I couldn't even like get the strength to record a more difficult or longer video. I just couldn't. I have just been not good. I've gone through some things lately. I actually went through a breakup, which I did not tell you guys that I had a new boyfriend, but I did. And we broke up like a month ago, but that has still been really, really hard for me. And just a few other things, just being in one spot, because you guys know I've been in Nashville because I hurt my neck. So I've had physical ailments that I've been dealing with, and that's been really hard on me. And then like on top of that, getting pneumonia, it's just, I have not had the best time. I just haven't. And that all has worsened almost my mental health. And I know a lot of people say, well, you know, you'll get better and you're fine. You'll be okay. And it's just, you never know. As much as you can say your life can get better, it can, but your life also can get harder. And I'm not trying to say that to be mean or pessimistic. I'm just being honest. And I'm just kind of in a stage right now where my life is just, it's not easy for me, and it hasn't been the best. But I did get back to going to church more often. And I know that focusing on God more will help, but I just haven't gotten there yet. And so my health, my physical health, and my mental health have just not been good. My pneumonia is very like almost gone, but I just know like the cough when you have pneumonia or bronchitis lasts for a little while. But like my fever's gone and everything with the pneumonia. But yeah, it's just, I'm getting back on the road this week. I know that I told you guys I was going to get back on the road like a week or two ago, but then I got pneumonia, so I wasn't able to. But I'm getting back on the road this week. And so hopefully that'll help too, because when I'm in the same spot for too long, when I don't want to be, it does actually hurt my mental health a little bit. And so I'm gonna get back on the road. I'm headed west with my friend. And so there'll be a lot of videos, obviously, with my friend. And hopefully that'll help. But yeah, it just, again, without getting into too much detail about everything, just because I know that I've done a lot of videos on it and maybe I can make another dedicated video on my mental health soon. It just hasn't been good. I have not been feeling good physically or mentally, and it's something that I'm working on, but it just has been very, very hard. My mental health has not been good. And then adding that breakup on top of it, it it's just gotten harder, you know, and we all go through seasons like that. And you can say, I can say any motivational stuff of everything will be fine and just do this and you'll be great and just do this and you'll be great. That's not how it works, you know. And I feel like a lot of you guys who really understand mental health and who have issues yourself know that it could be hard for years and years and years without really feeling much relief. But that does not mean that it's not possible for it to get better, and it does not mean that you shouldn't work on it. I think it's always so important to always be working on yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, in every way that you possibly can. I think it's really important to work on yourself because feeling better, whatever better means for you, is always possible. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it's possible. And so I think it's important to work on yourself. I have been. It's really, really hard, but you know, I got to keep going. So I'm still going. Literally, someone just asked, when is your road trip starting with your friend? And so my friend Peter and I are leaving on Friday, and we are going to be gone for about 3 weeks. And so it's like we're essentially just going on a little 3-week road trip, We're heading out west, and then we're heading back. And so there's going to be tons of videos about like us staying in the car and traveling with one of your friends and all that kind of stuff. And then also just finally me being back on the road, because then when I come back here and drop him off, I'm going to get back on the road like again, because again, I hurt my shoulder. You guys know. So I've been like staying in houses the past few months, but I'm actually getting back on the road once I drop him off. And so that'll be really, really awesome. I'm like really excited. Like I know I need to get back on the road because that's one of the things that I enjoy doing more than most things. And so we are leaving on Friday. And okay, 2 more questions really, really quickly. Someone asked if you're going to any baseball games this year. So I don't know if you guys actually know this. My dad and I, every year, this is going to be the 3rd year, we have like a little like bet almost of who can go to the most baseball games. My dad always wins. But this year we're going to have it a little bit different. We're going to have like who goes to the most baseball games and who goes to the highest number of different ballparks and who goes to like the highest scoring game. We're going to have like a completely different list of competitions essentially between me and my dad. And so, yeah. And then we always bet like a lunch. So like whoever loses, AKA I'm generally the loser. I have been last 2 years. I have to buy him lunch. But yeah, so we're going to do that. I like going to baseball games. My favorite sport. And I go to baseball games by myself all the time. I think it's really fun to just like sit and watch baseball. Like I enjoy it. Also, I don't know what that guy next to me is doing. There's 2 people. I think they have kayaks. We're in the middle of Tennessee. I don't know where they're going. Anyway, yes, I am going to baseball games this year for sure. Again, I'm going to be on the road for a few weeks, but then I'm coming back to Nashville probably for another week or 2 before I get back on the road more full time again. But Nashville has an amazing AAA minor league baseball team, and I love, it's like a really new stadium. They have gluten-free barbecue pulled pork nachos and gluten-free waffle fries, and it's a beautiful stadium. So I'm definitely going to go to a game or 2 when I get back here, and then get back on the road and just go to any games that I find on my travels. Yeah. The last question, which is the easiest question in the entire world for me to answer, is someone asked, what's your favorite dog breed? German Shepherds. I love German Shepherds. I had one growing up from age like 10 or 11 to like 22, 23. His name was Maxwell Silverhammer. We're a really big Beatles family, but oh my gosh, Max was the best dog. I love German Shepherds. I love big dogs. Like I'm one of those people. Like I love big dogs. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And again, stay tuned. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Hit that little notification bell. Stay tuned for all the travel videos coming up because I'm getting back on the road just in a few days. And so I really hope that you enjoyed those. I hope you enjoyed this video. And that's going to be it. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.